Hi guys, thanks for checking out today's video. I am beyond excited to film this. So I think you're probably going to see this one first over the Superdrug haul, mystery bag, wear test, etc. In that video I say how, I will leave the story in, but I was basically saying how I wanted to get this concealer. I added it to my basket on the Superdrug website and then it got taken out and then it's been out of stock ever since. I finally found it. And I'm talking about the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealers. I went out with some friends for lunch yesterday and that local Superdrug had all of the shades in stock. And it was just beyond exciting. So because I got so excited about it, I guess my excitement was catching because some of my friends also picked up the concealer too, because I was just so excited and ecstatic about it and I was going on about all these amazing reviews about it. So I went a bit OTT. I got 3. I got 2 in C1 and 1 in C3. I think C1 is going to be a bit better match for me because I prefer to use concealer under my eyes. I want it a bit more brightening. But the C3 has some pink undertones, C1 has neutral undertones, but they're both for fair skin. I would say my skin is verging on the more pink undertones, so I thought I would get both. C2 is for yellow undertones. Very strangely, I haven't seen that in either Superdrug I've been to. I'm not sure why that isn't there. But yes, so I thought what we could do today is we'll test it out throughout the day. So what we'll do is we'll test these out today. I thought what I could do first is see what's a good match. Put C1 on one eye and C3 on the other and just see what I prefer. And then I'll wipe it off and I'll use the one that I want. And then I'll redo the rest of my makeup and we'll just see. I also thought what I could do is compare it with some other concealers that I own. I thought that would be good. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So I think C1 is going to be the best match, but we'll have a look. So we've got, I keep picking up the one that I haven't opened yet, because I said I got 2 of C1. So apparently it's very comparable to Tarte Shape Tape. I've always wanted to try that concealer. A lot of people rave about it, so it's really cool that there's a dupe or supposed dupe for it. And it's £4 compared to Shape Tape, which is like 22-ish. So open this up. It's got quite a big doe foot. I don't have the Shape Tape to compare, but as I can understand, they're very similar like applicators. So what we'll do is we'll pop C1 under the side and C3 under the other. I use my sponge to blend out one side and my fingers to blend out the other, just to have a look. And then I'll take it off and then, yeah, we can decide which one. So we'll do C1. I've just got a mirror here, so if I look to the side, that's why. Oh, okay. So it's quite thick. So yeah, you can definitely see the more pinkness in C3 than C1. And I'll blend quickly because I don't know how fast they dry down. So I'll use a sponge for this side.
I've just got my Makeup Revolution sponge here.
I haven't wet it, I probably should have, but I kind of pick and choose when I can be bothered. There we go. That's that side.
And then we'll just blend out the side with my finger. Just because I know sometimes the sponge can pick up a lot of product. Oh, I think a little goes a long way here, to be honest. I think I've got a bit too much.
Okay, there it is. C3 definitely looks more brightening, but it also has like a kind of, you can see that pink undertone, which I'm not sure looks amazing under my eyes. I can't really decide which one I prefer at the moment. I know it's not as brightening, but I do like how C1's looking. And I liked how I blended out with the brush. I think that looked a bit better, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, this side is almost looking a tiny bit grey. I mean, it's still something I could use, but maybe, I don't know, this has thrown me off because I was so convinced C1 would be like perfect. I think C3, just because it looks a little bit more brightening, maybe I'll go for that one today. Let me whack a little bit more C1 on just to see if I can make it look any brighter. Because I am quite pale, it's quite rare for concealers to be like brightening. In all honesty, I think I'm just going to alternate between the concealers I use because both of them are fine. To be honest, they both work. This is C3, this is C1. Just turn to the side. I think they both work for me. Now it's been on a little bit longer, I think the C3 side looks a little bit less grey. It depends really what I'm going to feel like that day, because I think really they're very, very, very similar. I have family downstairs, so I'm going to go and ask their opinion, and then I'll be right back with the one that they suggest I should use. Okay, so I'm back with the result. My mum had a look for me. She reckoned I should go for C1 today. There's literally hardly anything in it. She agrees I could use either, but she decided this one just looked a little bit better. It doesn't help because my window's right there. This side's automatically going to look a bit brighter, but I will take a photo test and I'm going to take it away from the window, so it's hopefully going to be a bit more accurate. I'm wondering as well, it has a little bit to do with application, like because I use this side with the sponge and I use this one thing with my finger. I definitely think the sponge worked better than going in with my finger compared to some of my other concealer shades. So it actually appears like I don't have any quite like C1. Most of them are quite similar to C3, so I'm really excited to have C1 in my collection, because a lot of concealers can be a bit yellow toned. So again, from here downwards, we have C1, C3, lasting collection in fair, Elf HD lifting, Rimmel Wake Me Up in I think ivory, just the paler shade, NYX in porcelain, Soap in Glory in light and the concealer shade, and then the lightest one from the Pro HD Camouflage palette, Makeup Revolution light to medium. So there are just some comparisons to the other concealers that I own. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop on all my makeup with using C1. So just to let you know, I'm going to use my Elf foundation in porcelain. I normally use my Primark one, but in all honesty this is the closest one I could grab. I have a love-hate relationship with this. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I don't, it depends. And then I'm going to pop C1 on top, but I feel like this is a good one to test it with because this one can sometimes be a bit too orangey, so it would be interesting to see if this kind of balances out a bit. So I'll put that on, I'll put on my priming spray, then that, and then all my other makeup, and then my setting spray, and I will be right back. So makeup is all done. As you saw in that little video, basically what happened is I wanted to show you the difference between the concealer being on and off. I did have foundation under that. I think I probably wiped a little bit of the foundation off as well, but I wanted to give you like some sort of comparison. I think it looks really good. I'm pretty pleased with this. I feel like this holds up to the other concealers that I like, that I own, if not slightly better. I think it looks pretty good under my eyes, to be honest with you. Doesn't look too drying. Oh, I've got lipstick falling down my face. So it's just gone 12. I'll do another check-in later. I'm not sure if that's just going to be a photo or a video yet. We will see. And again, I'll just insert a picture. And that is a flash photo test. Yeah, I think this looks good. Obviously, judge for yourself, but I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it looks good. So I'll see you guys later. Hi guys, midnight. So my makeup has been on for about 12 hours. As you can see, I think it looks pretty good considering it's been on that long. For anyone who was also keeping check of my lipstick, it's kind of all come off now. It's a bit messy. I kind of got some over my hands and my arms, but it's not really a big deal because it wiped off nice and easy, so it's just that I'd mention it. I believe the concealer is still there. This is, I find this hard with like foundations and concealers to kind of tell if it's still there. What I might do is I might get a wet wipe and wipe under one eye and we'll have a look. Sorry, ignore the beeping, there's a watch over there. And you can see there is a bit still there. Yeah, there is definitely some there still. As you can see, it's held up alright. You can still see a little bit of coverage there still. Plus everything. I will be using it every day. I can't necessarily say it's better than the ones I like right now until I've tested it out a bit more. but it's definitely on par with them. So, and I think for £4, absolutely amazing. So I'm really glad I picked up a few. One thing I was going to mention is it might have come off a tiny bit more because I was watching Brave, Disney film, a spoiler by the way, and it was a bit emotional in the scene when the mum almost got turned into a bear for real. So some tears were shed. So I thought I'd just let you know about that too. But yes, 12 hours on, thumbs up. So back to my past self to wrap up the video. So that is it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried this concealer, if you hope to try this concealer, what you think of it. I hope you give this a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye guys.